Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to our channel. To those of you who are new here, my name is Nouri and thank you so much for clicking on this video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about self-control. Now, self-control is the ability to resist short-term temptations to achieve something more worthwhile and worthy in the future. Now, we know that a lot of our success in achieving goals relies on good habits, but often to develop these good habits, we must eliminate our bad habits, and that requires a lot of self-discipline and self-control. I know it's easier said than done and it requires a lot of physical and mental strength, but once you build that, once you have the willpower to go take the action and achieve what you want, you can easily eliminate your bad habits. You can completely change your life by learning how to control your willpower. So, whether it's, you want to eat healthier, you want to exercise more, you want to watch less of television, if it's any of these things that you always wanted to do, but you're somehow not able to do it, you're not able to succeed, and it's because you are lacking self-control. So in this video, I'm going to take you through tips, tricks, techniques, skills, everything that you can use to develop better self-control, which will help you to achieve your goal. So without much further ado, let's get into the video. List all your habits and behaviors that you want to control, because the first step to change is identifying the problem, right? So when you identify what you want to change and you write it on paper, you commit to it. It's like goal setting, and when you set a goal, that dictates your behavior. So the more you change your behavior, the closer you are to your goal. Now, a very good thing to do here is finding the reason why you're doing this, like finding your why. Like, for example, you want to get up in the morning and you want to run. Now, this could be because maybe you just want to do something, active in the morning. It could be because you want some fresh air. It could be because you want some time by yourself in a quiet environment. Whatever it is, make that mental image in your mind that, you woke up in the morning, you put on your gear and you're running in a free space and you're thinking about all wonderful things. That will just fuel you. Your imagination will fuel you to move towards your goal. So find your why and rehearse it in your mind. Take baby steps. Now, there might be occasions where you might feel like, okay, there are so many things that you want to change about yourself and you will try to jump in all in together. But that is really difficult. It's close to impossible for anybody to make so many changes in their life at once. And this often causes no change to occur. You might not have improvement in any area, and that disappoints people. So don't let that happen to you. Prioritize. See on your list that what do you think is the most painful point for you that you want to work on first. Work on that, and once you achieve that, it'll give you a sense of success and make you move on to the next point. This is the best way. Take baby steps. Understand your triggers and then adopt alternative, healthier habits. Now, key to eliminating bad habits is to find its trigger, right? And once you find its trigger, you isolate it from it. A good example for this would be, like, for example, whenever you get home from work, you want to eat something unhealthy. You want to munch on some snack. So instead, try making a green smoothie for yourself. Now, I know maybe you don't like the greens or whatever, but put any fruits and vegetables to begin with, which you like, which makes it a delicious, yummy drink. So basically, what this does is it gives you the same pleasure, like your mind feels the same happiness that you have had something, but it's a much healthier choice. Now, this can be applied across for anything. Like, for example, after work, you come home and you watch some television. Try to replace that television time with like some active time. Maybe you do some exercises, you hit the gym, you go running, or anything like that. Just find alternative, healthier habits which relieve your stress instead of causing more stress to you and your mind and your body. A very important thing to do here is change your environment to decrease your temptations, right? So if you come home and you don't have any junk food at home and you're hungry, what are you going to do? You are going to opt for the healthier snack. So that will not require much of self-control and willpower. You won't feel like you're putting in effort to do that because you don't have any junk to eat at home. So make sure that you make the effort to make your environment more compatible with your goals. Don't buy the junk food. Set time restrictions. Now, I know saying that, okay, I'm going to stop this today sounds very overwhelming and it might not motivate you enough, but if you set smaller timelines, like for example, you want to stop eating rice, okay, and you go like, okay, I'm not going to eat rice for 1 week. Achievable, right? And when you do that, maybe the next week you're still not feeling, you're still feeling good and you can control some more extent for 1 more week. See how far you can go, see how much you can extend. Maybe there will be a day that you don't want to eat rice anymore voluntarily. So set small time restrictions for yourself and see how your progress goes and make adjustments accordingly. Dread your habit. Now I know that this sounds a little scary and a little too out there, but it really helps. Now for example, like you don't want to eat junk food. I don't know why I keep going back to that example, but it's a good example. So if you don't want to eat junk food, just imagine the negative effects that junk food has, like the oil, the sugar, and what effects could it have on your body, on your health, and just make such a dreadful picture of the whole scenario that whenever you feel like eating these things, like that image immediately comes in your mind and you control yourself. These are strategies which help you overcome, all these temptations that you have. So try this. Surround yourself with people who have good self-control and research about them. Now, I want to link in a personal example here. So in my office, everybody used to eat really, really healthy food. Everyone, I'm not even kidding, like salads and stuff like that. And I would be the one who was eating burgers and pastas and everything unhealthy. And after a few weeks, I realized I'm like, I should try to adopt these habits into my diet as well, because it's not healthy to eat, all this for lunch and dinner every single day, which I used to do all the time. So I started eating healthier food because of the people I was around. So try to find people who give you that strength, who have that self-control, who give you and motivate you to have self-control as well. And research on the internet. Like if you have a habit that you want to break, research about that habit, how people applied self-control to that habit and how did they break it. There are tons of things that you can find from other people's personal experience which can help you break the habit and change your life. Track your actions and monitor your progress. Now, whatever gets monitored gets managed. So, for example, people who are dieting, right, they do calorie counts and stuff like that, so they can monitor their progress. They can see what they're doing. The same thing can be applied everywhere. If you're going to the gym, if you're working out, and if you've made up your mind that I'm going to do this 4 days a week, and you've set 4 days for yourself, but by chance you miss one of those days, try to compensate it with another day. But make sure that you are keeping at it. Make sure that you're keeping at your goal and you're monitoring all your progress, because this will give you more clarity about what are the steps that you need next. What do you need to do next to make sure that you're moving much closer to your goal, and it will keep giving you that happiness when you see your progress, when you see the changes. So it is very, very important to keep monitoring everything and measuring your progress. Encourage yourself and draw on your support system. Now, when you have a goal to achieve and you want to exercise self-control, let your friends and family know about it. Tell them straight up, this is what I want to do, and I want to build my self-control, and I need you guys to motivate me, support me, and help me. So for example, it's something like eating healthy, right? So you go and you tell your mom that these are the ingredients that I'm not going to eat and these are the ingredients that I'm going to eat. So maybe sometimes she goes grocery shopping so she can get all the nutritious thing that you want to eat, which meets your goals. And whenever she's preparing a meal for you, she can make sure that she prepares the healthy meal that you're looking for. So anything like this, you will really have so much more strength when you have support from people around you to make sure that you eliminate your bad habits. Have a can-do attitude. Your vocabulary is so important for yourself, which I have already mentioned so many times before, but it makes a world of difference. When you feel that you're in control of something, it just gives you so much more strength. When you feel you can do something, your mind makes sure that you do it. So always tell yourself that nothing is too difficult for you, nothing is too big for you. Have a can-do attitude and go for it. Now, confidence is a very important element here, right? Because people with weak self-confidence develop doubts easily. And when you develop doubts, it just puts you in a situation where it's much easier for you to give in, right? So have confidence, have a strong mindset, be confident in yourself, in your ability. Keep rewards for yourself, but keep it for later. So when you're doing your goal setting, make sure you add in key milestones, and at every milestone, reward yourself. This pushes you, this gives you the positivity to move on to the next milestone, and it just helps you see how you're achieving your goal from milestone to milestone, which has a very positive impact on your mind. So for example, I set a milestone of I'm going to run every morning for 1 week. If I do run for every morning for 1 week, then after that 1 week, I get to have my favorite cupcake dessert from wherever I want to. It could be anything for you. So have that reward ready for you at the end of your milestone. This works also the other way, by the way. So for example, you set a goal of not complaining for 1 week, and every time that you do complain in that 1 week, you fine or punish yourself. So this way you are conscious about your thoughts, and you keep at it, right? So you can punish yourself by maybe doing some boring thing in the house, or washing the dishes, or washing the clothes, or whatever it is. Keep a punishment ready for you in your mind, that whenever you do this, you punish yourself with this small task, small fine. Improve your lifestyle. Now there are tons of ways in which you can improve your lifestyle and help with self-control, one of them being meditating. So every time that you are having this temptation and craving towards something, just close your eyes just for about 2 minutes and take 5 long deep breaths. And every time you take these breaths, right, so inhale and then exhale your craving, whatever. Suppose you have a pizza in your mind, why am I so food obsessed? So just inhale and exhale that pizza thought, so it just goes out and that craving will just subside. It helps. Try to do this, just deep breathing exercises. You can do yoga and stuff like that. Anything that puts you in in a little bit of a relaxed, stress-free mode will really help you with the self-control. Eat the right foods, because when you eat the right foods, your mindset is right, you feel right, your body feels good, you feel energized. So eat the right food. Catch up on sleep. Sleep is so important for your mind and brain function. So if you don't catch up on enough sleep, you make hasty decisions, and these hasty decisions could cost you your goal. So the whole point of exercising self-control and then not sleeping enough and then taking decisions in a rush can really ruin the whole thing. So make sure you sleep at least 7 to 8 hours every single night. You need good sound sleep for your brain to function well, to help you to function well. Exercise a little bit. Exercise is a solution to every single problem. So if you exercise for half an hour, it just releases so much stress. It makes you happy, it releases the happy hormones, it makes you feel good. So meditate, eat right, sleep well, exercise, change your lifestyle, improve your lifestyle by these things. Forgive yourself. Failing at something in life, at some point in life, is inevitable, but it's your ability to bounce back from that failure is what counts. Because 80% of self-control is your attitude. So dust yourself up. Don't waste time in going over that again in your mind that you failed at it or whatever. Let that be. That is past. It's gone. Focus on the present and move ahead. Just keep going at your goal anyway. Don't be too hard on yourself. And the most important thing here really is to take the action. It sounds wonderful to listen to everything, and it's the worst when I know people who make the list and then don't bother looking at it again or following through it. So if there's something that's bothering you, if there's something that is affecting your personal life, your professional life, your health or whatever, be committed to it and take the action. In the first few weeks, it's the most difficult, but once you pass those first few weeks, everything is going to get easier. Your mind is going to adapt to these changes and everything will be perfectly, normal. You will be able to do it. It still requires courage and effort, and everything in life requires effort. If you want to lead a healthy, good life, get rid of bad habits, it will require effort. But you have to prepare yourself for it. You have to energize yourself, your mind for it, and go for it. So take action. Now I know all this sounds wonderful, but then there are people out there who have addictions to things, and when they try this self-control theory and activities and skills, it might not be successful with people who are severely suffering from a bad habit. So know when to seek for professional help when it's beyond your control, and seek that professional help. It's very important to determine how much can you help yourself by yourself, and at what point do you really need someone to pull you out of this and take you through this. So make that differentiation. Self-control is one of the biggest contributors to goal achievement and to leading a better life in general. Now it does need a lot of practice, because our willpower is like a muscle, right? The more we practice it, the more we flex it, the more it will grow, the more we will be able to achieve things. Now I know in the beginning you might feel exhausted and tired and stuff like that. It can cause some depletion, but the more you keep going at it, it'll build strength, it'll build stamina, and then it'll just come to you naturally. So keep going at it. So that's all for this video, guys. I really hope that you found it helpful. If you've liked the video, then please give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to share it and subscribe to my channel. And while you do so, please hit the bell icon so you do not miss out on any of my video notifications. I will see you super soon in my next video. Till then, you guys take care.